Hi, I'm the crazy train girl. Welcome to Radebeul, a city in the immediate vicinity of the much more well-known Dresden. We are in the former German state of Saxony, known not only for its porcelain manufacture in Meissen and the Elector August the Strong, but also for its dense railway network. Of course, not all routes from historical times are still here today, but quite a few have been preserved in historical memory or even been rebuilt and expanded. So, if you are in Dresden, I can only recommend a visit to Radebeul. The narrow gauge railway that you find here connects the cities Radebeul Ost and Radeburg. It starts exactly here. On a gauge of only 750 millimeters, you can travel a good 16.5 kilometers through a wonderful landscape at a maximum speed of only 30 kilometers per hour. And that even in historic trains. And what has made the route so well known? Well, in 1974, the traditional service with historic locomotives and wagons from the early days of the Saxon narrow gauge railways was introduced. Today, the entire railway, including the tracks and telecommunications technology, is a cultural monument. The starting station, Radebeul Ost, is directly on the central Leipzig-Dresden railway line. And when we leave the station, we do so on tracks completely independent of this large railway line. For this, we drive directly through the town of Radebeul. Historically, the first surveying work on this railway began already in March 1882. The groundbreaking ceremony followed in September 1883, and exactly 1 year later, the line was opened. After only 1.6 kilometers, we reach already the first stop, called Weißes Ross, which translates as white steed. From here, you can hike into the surrounding vineyards and visit numerous wineries. As we continue driving, we notice that we are still in the city at the moment, but that we are driving through the gardens of the local residents. But slowly the picture changes and we leave the city. The next stop, Lößnitzgrund, is already outside. From here, we drive through the valley of the same name, the Lößnitzgrund. There is a lot for hikers to discover here. On the one hand, there is the colorful flora and fauna, and on the other hand, you can also discover old quarries. We drive slowly uphill, but well, please don't expect any big differences in altitude. But there are at least 48 meters between our starting point and the stop called Friedewald. And it will be 73 meters at the highest point, called the Dippelsdorfer Teich, to which we will come in a moment. However, while the Friedewald stop in question basically consisted of a long platform and a wooden waiting room ever since its opening on October the 1st, 1899, the following stop, Friedewald Bad, was given a crossing track and a 2.5-story entrance building made of stone in 1901. Here we are now close to the Dippelsdorfer Teich. This lake is mainly used for fish farming and nature conservation. The Lößnitzgrundbahn crosses the lake on a 210-meter long embankment. Seen from the train, this is undoubtedly one of the most attractive spots. If you take the train at the right day, you can even experience some real action here. Once a year, namely on the 2 days of the Karl May festival, the trains of the traditional railway used as the Santa Fe Express are attacked by robbers. The travelers are then defended by fellow cowboys or marshals. It's great fun, especially for children, when it suddenly bangs and smokes. Only with blank cartridges, of course. After 8.5 kilometers, we reach the Moritzburg train station. It is the main intermediate station on this route and is extremely popular with travelers. Many tourists even come here totally independent of the train because this is where Moritzburg Castle is located. This is one of the most popular excursion destinations in the region and is extremely well known far beyond the region. Therefore, the station has always been primarily designed for tourists, although there used to be some freight traffic as well. In particular, wood was shipped. But if we leave the station, ahead of us are another 8 kilometers, passing through numerous smaller towns such as Kunnertswalde and Bernsdorf, where in particular the first stop, Kunnertswalde station, used to have a really cool wooden waiting room, which unfortunately was demolished in 1992. It had a floor space of just 6 square meters, so it was the smallest station building in all of Saxony. In the meantime, we are slowly approaching our final destination, the Radebeul train station, in the town of the same name. With around 7,000 inhabitants, Radebeul is rather small, but has numerous small monuments, and a local history museum with archaeological finds from the Bronze Age. The journey with the Lößnitzgrundbahn ends here in Radebeul. Historically, this place looked different, as the facilities, that is the entrance building, the goods shed and the engine shed, were no longer sufficient just a few years after the opening of the station. Well, the station was expanded from 1900 onwards. The locomotive shed in particular nowadays belongs to the traditional railway company Radebeul and is used to store the historic vehicles. I'm always thrilled when I have the opportunity to hop around the tracks and explore the great old wagons.